Happy long weekend, I should say. I am going to try to hit 5 lakes today, or 5 water bodies. 2 from shore, 3 from the water. So fingers crossed everything works out. I got the little John boat with me. Target species is musky, but the 2 lakes I'm going to also have lake trout. I don't have downriggers on my little John boat, but I do have heavy weights and some jigs. So if I find the deep water and I mark some fish, you miss every shot you don't take. So I'm going to give that a go. And who knows, maybe I'll catch a lake trout or something like that. There's also smallmouth, largemouth, pike, all the common fish in our area, but the target species is musky. So wish me some luck. And it is cold. I actually got my warm gear with me too. It's currently 8 degrees. It looked like I had frost last night, but I don't think I did. All right, till we get to the lake. Lake number 1 is a bust so far. I've only tried for really deep water for Lakers, and it's a little breezy, so bounces me around a little bit. But I'm on a portage trail to lake number 2. Now I know there's largemouth in here, and I apparently reported musky, but I think that's somebody telling a little fib or a fluke. It's a very small body of water, and if musky got in here, it must have been airdropped by aliens. But I'm gonna cast from shore here, do a few casts, see what I can come up with. Beautiful trail, some old fire damaged cedar there that won't focus on, only wants to focus on my ugly face. But this would be lake number 2, and yeah, let's see how this works, because I think I'm gonna have to go bushwhacking, because this portage trail looks like it's going right to a weed bed. Interesting thing about this lake, last time me and a buddy fished here, he caught a tank of a largemouth, and it was a bad hook, and unfortunately the fish died, so we ate it. And the fish in this lake have zero flavor whatsoever. Oh yeah, I got a bushwhack. I definitely got a bushwhack. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I don't know if it'll do that or not. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna have to bushwhack a little bit. All right, bushwhack maybe 100 yards or so through the hardwoods here, and that'll be that. All right, I am on lake number 3, and on the big lake, I'm marking lots of fish, super deep. In this bay, it's not too bad, but the wind is blowing me around, and I'm marking lots of fish on the fish finder, but I am not catching anything. I got to change it up. I haven't fished this area since 2021 or 2022. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite campsites. It's perfect for hammocks. I'll take you for a walk after. And it's also perfect for an instant drop off, cool down right before you go to bed. And whoever was here last has kept it really clean. Thank you. And no, I love this spot. The interesting thing is this is the spot where, on the last adventure where I found that creepy cabin, this is called Stinking Bay. The next little video segment I'll do will be at the end of this bay, and that's where I tried to paddle into Stinking Lake, and I couldn't do it. But yeah, here's the background. Look at that. Water is crystal clear. Again, this is Clear Lake, but they nicknamed this bay Stinking Bay. And yeah, perfect spot. Water is very refreshing. I've got to convert my fish finder to Canadian temp right now and I'll tell you what temp it is. But here is that spot right here for the end of day. Frogs all over the place. But when you come in from a paddle, you look down there, you just step off and into the deep you go. If it was a warmer day and warmer water, I'd go chunky dunking. But off I go. That is the out. That little dark spot right there. That's the little creek. You can actually paddle right up to there, and then there's like a little beaver dam. But after that, it's about 600 meters of hell and high ridges on each side. If I could dock here somewhere and get up the hill, it might be a pretty easy walk in there, but it'd be about a kilometer or so. Now that creepy cabin would be out this path to the right at the very end of the lake where the creepy cabin was. So anyways, this is Stinking Bay. Not a chase, not a bite, marking fish, I don't know. Maybe this is hit a lot, I don't know. But I'm going to hit a couple of spots on the way out, and then I am going to go to the next one. Yeah. And I'll catch up with you there. Well, made it to the mouth of Lake 4. Unfortunately, I don't have a boat for here, but I did catch one small bass. Here, we'll zoom out, yeah, down there. That's the out into Lennon Lake. Yeah, so there's 4. I don't know if I'll make it to the 5th one yet. I'm running a little tight for time, but anyways, one fish is better than no fish, but tonight I would have been hungry because that was a small fish and you would have seen the picture before. But better than sitting on a couch doing F all, right? All right. All right, well, back to the boat I go. All right, it is Sunday. I didn't crash out or camp yesterday, but it's a long weekend. It was a good day yesterday. You'll pre-see that. Not for catching fish, but it was a good day to be on the water. But what I'm doing today is I am gonna fish 3 or 4 spots from shore. 2 rivers, actually 3 rivers, and Wolf Lake. I'm not expecting much at Wolf Lake because I don't have a boat, but I'm gonna wade into the water. The temperature of the water yesterday was 17 degrees, so that's refreshing. Not unbearable, but definitely refreshing. But we'll see how that plays out, and I'm gonna wrap that up for the weekend and then turn it into a YouTube video. Hope you like. Cheers. Well, I guess I'm gonna get wet and stand on that log to do a couple of casts off of here and see if I can pick something up. Kind of sucks that this is the portage. It'd be pretty hard to get a boat in and out of here, but oh, you make do with what you can do. Okay, I'm down here at the bottom of the spillway. The upper side was the bus. The water wasn't too bad, actually. I had to wade into just above my knees. Usually this is a big weed bed in here, but it doesn't look like the weeds are too bad. I have picked up some very nice pike in here, and the one year I had a pet walleye that I caught every time I was here, and I let him go. I'm gonna try the weed bed out here first, and then I'm just gonna go up towards where the current is, do a couple of casts there, and then probably do a couple of casts down there. The only problem is this is Snag City. If you can see that, that's all the old spillway tube that fed the generator. But let's see how it goes. Well, I'm dumbfounded. Not a single bite. I have never fished here in my life and not caught something. That is weird. I don't get it. Not a bite, not a chase, nothing. Could be the temperature change, I don't know. But always pick up a smallmouth or a hammer handle pike or something in here. Occasionally, you know, big ones. Actually, just down the river, down this river, to the direction of the flow is where I caught my personal best pike that was 21 pounds. So there are some monsters in here, but definitely nothing today. Don't know what it could be. Maybe it's the temperature change. I have no idea, but yeah, disappointment. Spot number 2 for a Sunday. But as always, it's always better to be outside than inside. Right. Off to spot 3. Fingers crossed. All right, well, that's 4. All I had at the last lake. This isn't where I wanted to be, but the other spot, they have concrete barriers up saying no trespassing because apparently the bridge is out. So I guess that's that. But I did come to a lake that my sister has a cottage on. But I just came down to the public boat launch, made a couple of casts, had a whole bunch of sunfish chasing. You know, I'm not after them anyways. But that's four water bodies caught, or sorry, fished. And then I guess the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go home and have some lunch and chillax, and then make plans for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, to tell you the truth, but we'll see how that works out. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, the only thing stopping you from doing anything is you. Get out there, do it.